Hello all, welcome to Coffee with Marci. My mission is to inspire and empower, and what better way than through the success stories of others. And you have certainly an incredible story that I'm super excited to share with you all. This is Bijan Zamanian, and he is the owner of Be.Bespoke. And we are here in your showroom in Westwood right now, and Be.Bespoke. What a cool name.
Thank you.
What exactly is Be.Bespoke? What does that mean?
Well, the term bespoke, actually a lot of people, I guess, aren't too familiar in today's age, but it is synonymous with custom made. But the actual term comes from Old England, when gentlemen used to walk into their tailor and it was filled with bolts of fabric. So those bolts of fabric is what they would make the suits out of. So the gentleman or the customer would choose the fabric and the tailor would pin it. So that bolt of fabric would be spoken for and commissioned for his custom suit. So over time it's synonymous with anything that's commissioned for an individual, made one of one, and fully custom. So everything we do here is fully custom and bespoke.
So that leads us to exactly what you do. You make custom clothing.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
So we are here in a private showroom, which is beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
Love this. So by appointment,
Correct.
you have someone come and take us through exactly the experience of coming to Be.Bespoke.
Absolutely. So the way it typically works is, well, in normal retail is a guy will go to the store and buy something and that's it. So we want to take that to another level. So not only do we want to make it convenient, but we want to make it collaborative. So what that means is he has the opportunity to come to our private showroom. It's fully private. When he's in here, nobody else is going to walk in. Or we can also travel to his home or office, making it very easy.
Yeah.
And we also want to design something that will make him feel confident, fit right, be functional, and really cater to his lifestyle. So we talk about a lot of different things: perception, colors, how he wants to be perceived, things like that. So the experience is really heightened. It's a lot more personal. It's a lot more collaborative.
Yeah, very cool.
So each customer, if they want, can have a hand in designing his own clothes.
That's really awesome. So I just want to point out that your jacket is designed by you. I love how gorgeous this is, leading into fall. So this is a burgundy.
Yes, this is the burgundy blazer that I paired with a black trouser, just kind of a sophisticated look.
Very sophisticated. Now I would love to see the liner. So with each jacket that you do, you choose liner. Also, you have the pocket square that matches the liner.
So every detail is up for grabs. So literally we go over everything. Obviously it could be kind of intense if there's a lot of options. So we don't go over everything if the gentleman doesn't want to, or the customer.
Right.
But literally every detail is up for grabs. So from the button color, the stitch color, the lapel.
Right.
So things on the inner.
So probably things they don't even think about.
Things they don't think about.
Right.
But that make a difference in the style, of how they look.
Right. So you're expressing yourself through your clothing.
Exactly.
Instead of going and buying something off the rack, and everyone has, right? So you, like you said before, one of a kind.
Yes.
Right? So you have many fabrics to choose from.
Too many.
Too many. So I don't know, that could be overwhelming for someone.
It can, and that's why I only kind of bring out what I feel like is in their comfort zone.
Right, so you, after speaking with them,
exactly,
you have an understanding of maybe what best would fit them.
Exactly, that could be based on price, it could be based on fabric weight, it could be based on fabric color, where the fabric comes from, whether it's England, Australia, merino wool. So there's a lot of different elements that we get into, but then based on those, I will bring out what fits him, because we have thousands of fabrics, and to bring everything out was just, it would be too overwhelming even for me.
Yeah, exactly. So you do head to toe.
Head to toe. We specialize in suiting, shirting, and tuxedos, the formal wear. But we also are getting into custom-made duffel bags and briefcases, custom denim, custom leather jackets, custom shoes. So that's why it's Be.Bespoke. We want everyone to be one of a kind. Everyone's lifestyle is one of a kind. Yeah. So we want to challenge men to have everything that they have be one of a kind for them. It'll give them more confidence, it'll fit right.
So you do casual wear also?
We do casual wear as well, so
okay.
Yes.
Now you said shoes.
We do custom shoes. What I've done, being in this industry for a while, I've been able to have access to different factories from around the world and kind of test different factories. So over the last 5 years, I've been lucky enough to get little samples of custom denim, custom shoes, and these other elements. So I found really great factories that offer these types of unique products.
Right.
So the shoes, for example, are made in Spain. The leather jackets are all handmade in Toronto. So kind of picking all these great products from these great companies and bringing them under our label and having them be designed in-house gives the customer a lot more freedom to express themselves.
Right.
And also knowing that your size is always in stock.
Yeah. So you have these books here, so this is what you're looking through when you're looking at fabrics, right? So
Correct.
You have these type of books if you haven't done it before, right? And,
so everything here can be made into essentially anything: a trouser, a sport coat, a vest. And then we, once we choose the fabric, we'll talk about the style, the fit, and we then start designing it and building it out.
Right.
And then it goes off into production. It takes about 4 to 5 weeks to come back. We have our fitting, and then we smile.
Yeah. So take us through. I've called you. What's the process?
So once we kind of talk, I'll get a feel for what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Some guys obviously that maybe are in finance and client face, they are in a suit every day. They maybe just want a standard navy grays. But anyway, the process would be to set up an appointment, whether it's here or somewhere more convenient for them. I'll travel to them
and he does travel outside of New Jersey or New York to see you, so
yes,
not limited.
Not limited. But again, it's collaborative, so it's not me selling you something. It's us having a conversation, and me and my professional clothiers that I work with learning about your lifestyle and really how to kind of take your wardrobe and style to next level. And it sounds silly, but I never was into custom suits my whole life. I was more into Nike pants and Jordan shoes. But it sounds silly and cliche, but dressing something, when you put it on, you feel good.
You do.
So
as a woman, I can attest to that. So men too, and you don't have a lot to choose from. So how fun! You get to make it your own.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's what it's all about. It is about having fun, and also for me, convenience. Once we go through that first process, the first appointment, we will have 1 or 2 fittings to make sure that it fits exactly how you would like. But once we have what they call your pattern, which is a combination of all these measurements that we take, it's all about just designing. So we can, you can obviously come into the showroom, but if you need, a couple more custom shirts, I could just send you some examples of fabrics, online or via text, and we can just order them and design them over the phone. So you never have to leave your house, and they could show up at your doorstep, or I'll deliver them.
Oh, wonderful.
And
so you come into the store, I see here, so you have this large screen television, cocktails available. I see some very nice scotches or whatever that is, whiskey. And you can show your client on the screen exactly different.
Correct. So one of the benefits, we don't have any inventory. So sometimes men are very visual. So sometimes it's difficult to visualize what this fabric and the jacket will look like. So we have the ability to show you on an actual human how it would look as a jacket with the black stitching, with the lining. So you can kind of get a sense of how it looks before making a purchase.
Right, because sometimes the fabrics could look a little over the top or maybe dull or whatever, and then you see it made and on someone, and it's a gorgeous piece.
Exactly.
Right. So because you're just swatches this big, so it's hard to tell. And then you also have ties that you can match.
We do. So that's for right now the only thing that we have that isn't custom. Eventually, I would like to offer custom cufflinks, ties, things of that nature. But guys need ties, so we do have a selection of ties and neckwear and accessories, cufflinks to match and accessorize once everything comes in. So we offer a little bit of everything, but the core concept is really to kind of challenge a man to be bespoke, to be one of a kind, to be unique, to be themselves, and we do that through our clothing.
Yes. Well, it sounds like there's a little therapy involved. You get to figure out who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
In a fun way. No, but so this is really a cool concept. It's so beautiful, and you're right here in Westwood.
We are.
Tell us where you are exactly.
So we're in downtown Westwood on Westwood Ave. If all you listeners out there know this street, La Viana Jewelers, Hartley's, Donna Moda, Dress, a lot of great shops popping up. We have Fox and Fawn across the street, which is a great women's more casual wear. We have Zima, which is right next door to me, which is women's outerwear.
Right.
There's a lot of great kind of fashion places on the street. So I think the street, you know, is always been on the rise, but really now is solidifying itself as a great destination for people who are more fashion forward or want to step into some great garments, whether men's and women's.
Yeah, and it sounds like it could be really cool as a gift, like something you could do for your husband or your boyfriend or whatever, and it's someone who has, you know, a lot and it's hard to choose something. This would be a great experience for them.
Yeah, I agree. You know, a lot of guys too, you know, say I don't wear suits, you know, I'm older, I've retired, but you know, a custom leather jacket is pretty damn cool.
Right.
So, and again, you design everything, the zippers, the color of the zipper, the lining, literally everything. So, you don't get to do that anywhere else. And a lot of the jackets, or leather jackets specifically, that I found are thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
especially the really high-end designers. So, ours are not inexpensive, but you know, in the $1,500–1,600 range for a fully custom leather jacket.
Right, and it's exactly how you want it.
Exactly.
And it fits you perfectly. So that is incredible. And I just wanted to ask one question. Now a tuxedo, because like how often would you wear a tuxedo, you know, and decide to buy one? Because my husband has one. He wears it a few times a year, but it, you know, it fits him perfectly. He's not having to rent one. So how often?
You know, we do a lot of weddings. Personally, I don't even own a tuxedo, so I actually just ordered my first one. And which is kind of crazy. But how, you know, every guy should have a tuxedo because if he's in it more than twice a year.
Twice a year.
A lot of gentlemen or men around might go years without wearing a tuxedo. So if you are part of a business or a corporation that has, you know, black tie events, galas, or you're just, you know, go to a lot of weddings if you're really popular, you should own one. But other than that, it's not something, unless you have for your wedding, that I found. So and one other thing to think about is weddings nowadays, the groomsmen are not wearing tuxedos, right? So they are wearing suits. So it's a great opportunity to have one custom made for yourself. Yes. So you have it going forward, even if you're a young person and maybe you're going to get in the business world. 100%. Actually, the last couple of weddings that we've done with 4 to 7 groomsmen and the groom, I've done no tuxedos. They all want, you know, they're in their say 25 to 35 range. They want something that can double or they can wear again outside of the wedding. So they design it a little bit more formal with some unique details, but they can wear it to work on Monday. Okay. So that's where I feel like it's gravitating towards. Then again, you have some guys in the wedding that just want, you know, the paisley jacket with it. So really cool, unique things. So
again, lots of fun.
Lots of fun. So it's really whatever you want, we can accommodate.
That's awesome. Now I want to talk about you, Bijan, a little bit, about how you got started, because you did not start in the fashion world.
I did not.
No, and I love the fact that you're a Jersey guy. So you grew up in Franklin Lakes.
I grew up in Bergen County in Franklin Lakes. I went to Indian Hills High School. I actually got my MBA from Ramapo College. So also right, you know, in this neck of the woods. I don't know. I'm a Jersey boy. I love Jersey. I lived in Florida and Miami for a couple years doing fashion, and you know, I missed home, and this opportunity came up, you know, this space, and I just fell in love with it. And I know that this model is really cool. After running a showroom on 5th Avenue, New York, which was 20 times the size of this, but doing the same thing, I realized I don't need all that much space. And I think guys like a more private, exclusive
it's
experience.
very intimate here. I like the feel of it.
And very low stress. You know, when you come in here, the old showrooms I used to work with other companies were very sales. You know, sell the guy, hit these numbers. That's kind of not my personality nor this business. You know, if you walk in, I don't want to try to push things on you. It's more collaborative. So it's and maybe that's to a fault that I maybe could push more, but I don't think that's a recipe for success. I think people enjoy being around that atmosphere much more so than if you're trying to really sell them. Exactly. And I love the story again, the entrepreneur story, that you did not start in the industry. You were on Wall Street, and then you had an opportunity and found your passion, and you went after it, and here you are living your dream. Yeah, my father comes from Iran. His family, or my family, left Iran right before the revolution in 1978. They came to America, as many of our parents and grandparents did, not knowing the language, and he built a great life for us in northern New Jersey, so I have no excuses. Yeah. So whatever industry I'm in, whatever I'm doing, if you're passionate about something, which I love this, and I love what we do for our customers, I think about that if I had to go to another country right now and learn language, I would just roll into a ball.
Exactly.
So thinking about that, I have no excuses, and it just really motivates me to get up every day and strive to be the best, to be bespoke.
Exactly, be bespoke. Well, it's been amazing having you on, Bijan. Thank you so much, and sharing your story and sharing your studio with us. Absolutely beautiful. And if you're looking for any custom wear and an incredible experience, whether it's for you or if you'd like to buy a gift for your husband or your boyfriend, just an incredible experience. And even if maybe it's a great date. But anyway, thank you again, Bijan. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Be Bespoke in Westwood. We'll see you soon.